This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Miners and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Caught up with Coach Kintley before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Deep in the end zone, it's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Miners offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. From the red zone, it's Bernard. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the back. Right back to the well. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Owls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Van Buren. Complete. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Isaac. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Miners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a crease. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap it to the back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be dropped.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Slams into the line and through for a touchdown.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Owls will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man down the middle. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Look out! And it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The misconnection leaves them with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Miners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. 30. Bulldozes his way through. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 16-yard line, and they're in the red zone and threatening to put up points. Play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
The play fake. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Might as well run him again. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Sets his feet. It's Van Buren. Fires quickly. Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Collins. Knocked down immediately. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Miners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They give it back to him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Van Buren. Snags it. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking down the middle, and he gets rid of it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Gets the back moving. Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush is on, and they got it. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it up to 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
From deep, it's Holloway. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they makes the grab and room to run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Straight ahead, it's Bernard. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide left, it's Henry. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky 1st half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quick completion on the out. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Miners send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Quick give. It's Bernard. He's past the sticks. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Messer. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points on, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. There he goes down the right side. Running inside the 20. And he will house it.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running inside, it's Bernard. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to...
Going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. He's loose down the left side. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They'll run it. It's Bernard. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw one first. Left side is Sullivan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Collins. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Holds on, it's Messer. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There's a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Going to the run, it's Bernard. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They give it to him again. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly, but there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Finds his target. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you